Hey, can I tell you some things that are going to help you lose a bunch of weight and keep it off forever? I'll just tell you about them. Like, look, this isn't going to be in any order. This is just, can we just have a conversation? Just like talk about some stuff? So here, let me tell you some things. First thing, the journey is going to take a long time. Far longer than you think it should or would maybe like to. So my advice would be just don't worry about how long it's going to take. Don't even try to guess. You're going to be wrong. So just don't worry about it. I've been working with people now for years, and you know what? Not a single person, it's gone according to some plan that they hoped. Every single journey has taken longer than expected by a noticeable amount. So just let that go. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to stop focusing on speed and focus more on sustainability. There is no finish line. When you get to the end of the weight loss phase, you just begin the maintenance phase. All the things you did to lose weight, you need to keep doing in the maintenance phase. And so otherwise, you're going to go back to what you were doing before. And what you did before was creating weight gains. You can't go back to what you were doing before. You have to keep doing something new. And if you think you're going to do what I was doing before, go do on some diet that is unsustainable, then I'll switch to something else that I'll do forever, you are kidding yourself. It's not how it's going to work. It's not how it's going to work. Because the real problem isn't weight loss. Many of you have lost many hundreds of pounds. Many of you have lost more weight than you currently weigh over the course of your adult life. The problem you have that you're not solving is the same problem that I have that I wasn't solving, that I think solved, which is anytime you're not on a diet, you gain weight over time. I know. It's not this perfectly straight line. It's not up. You don't gain weight every day and every week. But over time, let's say over every 6 months, you are gaining weight. You're beginning and ending every couple of years higher than when you started. That is a lifestyle that is resulting in weight gain. And we're not just talking 5 or 10 pounds every couple of years, are we? No, we're not. And diets are in there. That's why you're zigzagging your way up. That's called yo-yo dieting. Because you're trying to solve your weight gaining problem through dieting. That doesn't work. Next thing, I just wanted to share with you, you are not, anybody that's over 300 pounds, the odds of you being genetically predisposed to being 300 pounds, and in fact, there's nothing you can do about it, you're going to be over 300 pounds, the odds of that being true are low. They are low. The reality is, you're not genetically 300 and some odd pounds, right? You're not. So the environment plays a factor in that. The foods you eat play a factor in that. The habits, lifestyles, and routines that you have play a factor in that. The people in your life play a factor on that. The belief systems you have play a factor on that. You must address weight gaining. You have to address that. That is going to come through addressing the causes of the weight gain. And it is not hyperthyroidism that made you 350 pounds. It's not. Chances are, if you're over 300 pounds, emotional eating is in your life. Chances are, if every time you lose weight, you start gaining it back at a pretty steady clip over every 6 months to a year, emotional eating is a part of it. And many of you think, well, I'm not an emotional eater. If you're regularly eating when you're not hungry, you're an emotional eater. Emotional eaters don't just eat when they're sad. They also like to turn to eat to make the exciting times more fun. Emotional eating is the problem. So here's a great litmus test to see if you have a problem with emotional eating or not. I want you to go 1 month, and only eat when you're hungry. That's it. If you don't have an emotional eating problem, you'll be able to do this for the most part, right? You might slip a little here or there, but for the most part, you'll be able to do it. If you have an emotional eating problem, you won't be able to do it. You'll struggle. And what this will do is reveal to you the emotional eating struggle that is going on within you so that you can begin to work on it. Weight loss is not one thing. You're going to have to, it is a holistic thing. You got to approach your entire self. You got to look outwardly and inwardly. You got to repair what's going on outside of you with the food, with your environment, with the people, and you got to work on what's going on inwardly with what's going on in your mind and in your heart, the conversations that you're having with yourself, healing from your past and growing so that you can handle the future. That's what you've got to do. If you don't do that, what do you think's going to happen? You know what's going to happen. So if you're wanting to lose weight and keep it off, find and address the reasons why you gain the weight. And then, and only then, will you get it done for the long haul.